for Article 1. Article 1 with the title of Impact of Record Keeping Practices in Business Performance of Small and Medium Scale Enterprises in Sri Lanka. The objective of the study is to examine the influence of record keeping practices in the business performance of small and medium enterprises in Sri Lanka. So the small and medium enterprises is the most important sector to increase the development of Sri Lanka in terms of growth and social. So through the study, it can be seen that Sri Lanka is able to manage their business well with record keeping being implemented. Not just that, but record keeping gives a lot of benefits to the enterprise's owner, the workers, and most importantly to Sri Lanka. So as can be seen, and to conclude, the study on small and medium enterprises in Sri Lanka showed a very positive influence to the business performance, and it is to be recommended or suggested that there are more programs, trainings, courses related to records management being taught to the students and to the workers and the owners of the enterprises in Sri Lanka, so that this can improve the performance, the quality of the organization and the business performance in terms of the process, so that it can develop the enterprises and Sri Lanka as well. Moving on to article number 2. So the title of article number 2 is Evaluating the Applicability of the Functional Requirements Developed on the Practices of Records Management System in the Malaysian Court of Appeal. So the objective of the article is to evaluate the applicability of the functional requirements developed on the practices of records management system in the Malaysian Court of Appeal. So in this study, the instrument used to identify is by using the face-to-face interview and giving international experts in electronic records management to review the functional requirements, as well as through discussions with the PARE 3. So it is issued that the strategies must be developed to embrace the chances and lower the risk that may occur. Not just that, but with the electronic record system, it helps in ensuring that the documents will not get lost. It is very helpful for the clients, lawyers, court staffs, and all related to the work. So as a result of the study, it is agreed that the functional requirements are applicable to the Court of Appeals environment when implemented. So as a suggestion, the people of the court should learn to adapt with modern technologies through programs to ease the process and keep documents of their work or the court safe. And through functional requirements, it will help a lot on all the work in the court and for everyone to do their job. So that is all for Article 2. Thank you.
For Article number 3, entitled Adoption of the Electronic Document Record Management System within the Public Sector in Namibia, exploring the challenge and opportunities, which is written by Kaupa and Chisia. It has been noticed that EDRMS is more comprehensive compared to manual filing, but there are still some organizations did not implement the electronic record management. So the objective of this article is to analyze how ADMRS accommodated to improve the record management, and second is to get know the challenges that have been facing by the organization in order to implement EDRMS. The qualitative research that have been conducted to achieve the article objective, and there are 3 factors that influence the implement EDRMS. First is the inadequate EDRMS used in the public sector, and the staff in the organization are lack training on record management. Third is the lack of expertise, and fourth is lack of skill among record keeping staff. The recommendation that have been suggested by researcher is to conduct continuous training for the staff, so that they can enhance their skill, and second is conduct awareness campaign in order to let the staff realize on the importance of EDRMS. And in conclusion, they are very important to adapt EDRMS in the organization, and the responsible party should overcome the challenge that have been faced. For Article 4, entitled The Key Factor in Adopting an Electronic Record Management System (ERMS) in the educational sector, state that higher professional education (HPE) having some problem to adapt or implement ERMS in the organization. ERMS not only suitable being implemented by the organization, but higher education institution also can implement this system. The objective of this article is to figure out the main factor that influence the implement of ERMS, and second is to observe the factor influence. Based on the finding, there are 3 main factors that influence the implemented ERMS, which is individual factor, technology factor, and environmental factor. Due to individual factor, the attitude of the person are very important because it will affect their mind to accept the use of this system. Meanwhile, due to technology, there is hard to find the suitable technology to be used and find technology that within the organization budget. And another factor is environmental factor. By having proper policy are very important and necessary, because the record is being keeping can be evidence and very valuable. Other than that, ERMS also important in the business sector because it can be used to see the organization revenue and loss, and by using record management, it can be used by decision making. In conclusion, there are these three factors are very important because it can give effect to the various departments in the organization.